robes made me so hard. The girl from old Highgard. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from old Highgard. I once knew a girl from the Marcher's Land. The Marcher's Land, the Marcher's Land. She finished me with just one hand. The girl from Marcher's Land. And now the Trods are calling me. They're calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Marcher's Land. I once knew a girl in Urizen. Urizen, Urizen. I tell a lie 'cause I knew 10 girls in Urizen. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Urizen. I once knew a girl in the league. In the league, in the league. My stamina she did fatigue. The girl from in the league. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from in the league. I once knew a girl in the Brass Coast. The Brass Coast, the Brass Coast. And she's the one who cost the most. The girl from the Brass Coast. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes.
Hello everybody, I hope you can all hear me okay. It's hot and I burped as well, you know, twice the effort. Oh, that smelt bad, that was really horrible.
You don't have television.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're all good. I've had a massive move around again, so this is a new layout. I'm struggling with the lighting a little bit on this, so you might see a little bit of glitchiness and stuff like that every now and again, but we're going to have to deal. Yeah, so E3. 5 months, real hot. It's hot. Damn hot, real hot. Hottest thing is my shorts. I could cook things in it. Little crotch spot for cooking. Well, can you tell me what it feels like? Fool, it's hot. I told you again. Were you born in the sun? I love fucking Good Morning Vietnam. That's such a good film. Oh, that's such a good film. I need to watch it now. Helen, I'm sorry, but we're going to be watching Good Morning Vietnam in a bit. Hello, John. Hello, everyone. Huh?
And it is indeed that hot.
It really is that hot. I absolutely adore that film.
So spicy stew.
Oh, and so we got Ben with 26 months, John with 5, Chris with 12. Excellent, thank you so much. Yeah, so we've got E3 just around the corner. This time next week, I might think about making kit for whatever character I'm going to play at the event. I still don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, that's a good start. 6% off of a hype train. We're doing well. Yeah, so Friday, I'm going to be gaming all day. That's all. I can't game all day. Shit. I've got a job interview on Wednesday, and I know if I've got the job on Friday. Well, fuck it, I'll take the call on stream, won't I? You know, that'd be a good laugh. Carolix, how are you doing? Isam, are you good, bud? I hope you're well. I hope you're not melting like we are. Am I one of the contestants for the makeover? No, I probably should be at the rate I'm going for this one. So yeah, so on Friday on stream when I'm gaming, I'll know if I'll get a call about telling me if I've got the job or not. So that'll be fun. Then, all good. I'm on a walk at the moment. It feels warmer inside than outside. This is true. McBail, 16 months, you crazy fool. Good luck with the interview. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, Wednesday afternoon. We can all be sad or sad with you, depending on the outcome. Yeah, I know. Just feel sorry for everybody in the New Forest if I get the job, because they're going to have to put up with me because it's working for the council's housing association. So I'm going to be in charge of all of their diaries and stuff for the engineers, making sure stuff gets repaired. You know, that's going to be on me. So yeah, so
I picked up, and I can see a neighbour 2 doors down stood in his garden with a hose pipe like this, just spraying up and landing on his head. He's been stood there for about 5 minutes
so
now,
good.
just spraying into the air.
That's so good.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, so on Friday, obviously we're doing it for charity. I'll get a little things picture and that set up, and then if people can put links on Facebook, because obviously I'm not on Facebook because I hate it. So if people can put some stuff out for me just to put it everywhere, it could be in worse hands. This is true, very very true. So yeah, so I'll get all of that sorted, and then on Friday I'll be playing a shitload of games, and then people can come along and play, watch, poke, fun, hopefully donate, and we can get Mother Thane sorted. Engineer diaries, those are for drawing funny pictures in. I know. Knob gag. I haven't had knob gag in ages. I miss Matt. Tangent, sorry. When we started in Navarre, we had a guy called Matt, who was in the Pathfinders, and every single time someone said anything remotely related to a penis, it was always announced quite loudly, knob gag. It was great. Loved
Bring
it.
some class to Navarre.
Oh yeah, well, someone's got to. So, you'll end up meeting my mate Nick. Excellent. Well, there we go then. So yeah, make sure you warn him. So yeah, so that's all happening on Friday, and then on. Hey, Matt, how you doing, buds? Then on Monday, we have got Monica. Oh, I will. Cheers, Mark. We've got Monica coming on. So if you remember Monica, she came on to do one of the ladies in LARP chat. Cheers, Matt. Thank you, man. It's a bit shorter. I am going to grow it again because it's a lot thicker now. So I'm going to grow it and it will be straighter and hopefully look a lot better. Yeah, so Monica's going to be on Monday. We're going to chat about issues in LARP. We're going to chat about women in LARP. We're going to chat about the military game. We're just going to chat. And that's so she's a wonderful person to talk to. She's got a real gift when it comes to speaking. She's got a real way with words.
You just have to get through me first.
Yes, yeah, we just got to struggle on through Ben. Yes, she did the second Ladies in LARP chat with Ginny. That's the one. I'm just going to accuse you of following my stuff. Oh, what? Shaving and then growing that back? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's coming up on Monday. And then obviously we'll be at Empire after that. We love you, Ben. Ignore Steve.
I don't know how well this is going to go if I just ignore you for the whole stream, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it could be interesting. It could be very, very interesting. So that's where we are at the moment. So, let's try to think what else. So yeah, we got the Extreme Makeover. It is a wonderful Jasmine. How are you doing? In fact, Ben, just start talking over him. Hold on. No, I just muted you. I can just mute you. It's fine. There you go. So you're not muted anymore. It's fine. Yeah. So we've got the Extreme Makeover going on. This event. I'm running really late with getting this one sorted because the two people who are coming on were at TwitchCon. So I'm waiting to speak to them about character creation and their kit and stuff. So they're going to be coming into the event with more prep than I am. I just don't know what I'm doing. So, yes. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully we'll have my... what's the power's gone to hefty hit? Quick stage and intervention. Nah. Yeah, normal event. Pretty much, to be honest. So hopefully we can get all of them sorted. I think I prefer being muted to being modded. Definitely. So hopefully we'll get all of that sorted. Hopefully I'll have a couple of camera people for the event as well. Otherwise it's just going to be really difficult. Helen has been trying for years to stage an intervention with me. Fails every time. But still.
Well, that zombie film, shaky cam, otherwise you're just running around with a GoPro.
Yeah. So, first question. So, Ben, on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared are you on the sock front?
I'm going to say a 10 because I have 2 new packs of white sports socks that are sat on my stairs to my loft. Literally designated for LARP and not getting mixed in with anything else because then otherwise I'll forget. So they're literally 2 new packs I bought that are sat with all my LARP stuff.
Excellent.
But the one thing I'm confident of is I have enough socks. I think it's 20 pairs. Because I was like, I'm not taking risks.
No, definitely not. No, at least you've got all that sort of stuff prepared, because you've obviously been preparing for this for a very long time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I did a lot of prep about 18 months ago, and then the last month or so have been like, oh crap, what other stuff did I never get around to doing that I meant to do a year ago that never happened?
Yeah, because obviously you've been subbed here for, what was it, 26 months?
Yeah, I have that little first badge because I was one of like your first 10 subs or something, like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. I wonder if it shows me anywhere who my first 10 are. I mean, obviously Helen was my first sub.
I found you because of the theatre stream. Because one of my friends does LARP. Hi, Claire. I don't think they're watching, but if you are, hi Claire.
No, she's not.
They'd said to me about Empire and stuff and chatted about it, and had said that you were doing the theatre stream. I think they were on it, or they were helping someone with it. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 years ago. And so they said, oh, could you come along and watch? And I was like, yeah, got nothing to do. It's COVID. I'm locked in my house. So, yeah, this seems fun.
Yeah.
So then I watched that, and I was like, ooh, subscribe. So, yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
You're stuck here now, you know that, right?
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever. So yeah, so you're one of the originals because you decided on Dawn quite early on, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. So Dawn came about 2 reasons. One, just the initial liking the kit brief. So just doing that, look at the nations page on the wiki and going, oh, which ones do I like and don't like?
Yeah.
And the other ones are coming with my wife. And it was finding one that she likes as well, because there are certain nations that I would enjoy that she would find horrible because she's very anxious and quiet. And so it was like, which ones can we find where she'll be okay and likes the kit brief for her stuff, and I'll enjoy it, and then we settled on Dawn. So,
yeah,
haven't changed since 2 years ago. I had to revise my my sheet of all my backstory recently because I was like, can't remember what I wrote 2 and a bit years ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, John says you still got time to change your mind. And Bubblegum says there is no escape from here. So there's
I'm
a lot of...
fully anticipating someone killing me on my first event just randomly. Just
just won't happen. Won't happen. I mean, I might do. I'll
just come back as Tristan Jr., the younger cousin of Tristan.
Yeah. It's and there's Choco Moco Latte. Hi Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think there's going to be... There's a lot of people who are using E3 as their first one because I know a lot of them people were worried about, obviously, about COVID for the first couple and the weather for the first couple as well. Noted kill Steve's new character before he can kill Ben's. Yeah, but I won't care about this character. I'm literally making a character who's probably going to come in, kill a load of people and then get executed. Because why not? Ben was the person who got me onto Velvet Glove. Leg End. What are
Thanks,
your
Ryan.
goals? So Matt's asked, what are your goals for your first event? He can recommend the Orc Camp for mead and some shade.
I mean, it wasn't an original goal. I think Shade is now probably going to become a goal. Oh, Cat is intervening now, just
Yeah.
over my shoulder. Um, so yeah, Shade is. Apologies, you're going to hear the cat screeching now because she's angry. Shade is definitely going to be a goal. I've recently kind of respec stuff. So originally I wanted to go in fighting.
Mm.
I've had health issues over the past 12 months, which are still not quite resolved.
No.
And between that and the heat, I honestly think me doing any sort of battling initially would be bad for very kind of medical reasons. I don't really want to meet the medical team at the first event. I'm sure they're lovely. So I recently bumped all of my skills back off again to apprentice. So I've just got nothing skilled, so that I can figure it out. So the kind of two goals is to figure out what I want to do in game.
I can hear the cat.
Yeah,
We want to
yeah.
see. They want to see the cat.
See if I can get her to come up. She might have. Oh. No, she shot off. Yeah.
Like
I
a
think
flash,
she
you
might
might say.
So that was my wife just yelling that she's hungry. So yeah. So some of it I want to see what I kind of want to do with the game. So lots of people who've chatted to me have suggested different bits like magic, like battling and generalship, like the priest game, all that sort of thing. So kind of trying to then go right out of all of that massive stuff when I actually get to talk to people. What is it I want to do? Because a lot of it, like I think particularly with things like I don't know, something set Steve off and I can't see chat currently, so I don't know what it was.
Did you not feed your wife before the stream, Ben? Bold move. I love it.
Very good.
So
Yeah, so a lot of it I found with things like magic and priests and stuff, I'm not really getting a vibe for what it's like from the wiki. Like the streams I've watched on that stuff sounds much more interesting than the wiki reads. And so then I'm kind of like, well, I think I need to go and talk IC a bit to try to get a vibe of what it's actually like because
yeah.
the reading bit isn't doing it for me. And then the other side is potentially to find a house. Partly for me, but partly for Ems. So her main goal is to find somewhere nice to sit and do a bunch of knitting and sell all the knitting. So finding somewhere friendly that she can perch and sell 8 million roses and a bunch of stuffed toys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from a purely out of character perspective, I recommend. So we got Max and House Castellan. Their group are phenomenal. They are really nice people, really welcoming. They've got a great setup as well. So I'd recommend going over and saying hi, at least. Get to know them. So
we're hoping to turn up on Thursday, assuming nothing goes wrong. So what we want to do is try to at least do a bit of a tour of the Dawn camp and get a vibe for where things are. I know not everything will be set up first thing Thursday, but
yeah. Well, I'm sure Dawn in Dawn will be there to point things out and be a nice bit of help and stuff. So, was it new follower goal to send M food?
we take deliveries of sweets. That's really her.
Yeah,
main goal,
that's
right?
it. It's sweets.
And
So yeah,
deliver her sweets either now or on the field. She'd be very happy and probably give you knitted roses till you can't carry anymore.
So if anyone wants to bring sweets for M, there you go. She'll be very, very grateful.
She's going to be called Cara Smith in Dawn, so look for Cara Smith. She'll have roses and you can trade her sweets.
I know... How many Caras do I know in that field? 1, 2, 4. I know 4. There's loads of Caras. And my favourite Cara is actually not in the field at all, and that's Kit's dog. So she's my little baby. She's huge. She's not a baby at all. What's on your must-see list? Specific locations, meetings, experiences you want to witness, or better yet, throw yourself into?
Uh, I think some of it is some of like the so some of the stuff that as a citizen of the Empire you would have heard about growing up. So like the Senate building, the Reggio, the Sentinel Gate. Like not necessarily to interact with all these places because I won't have that many hours. But thinking of it because I see my character's never been there before. So thinking like if I was a kid in Empire growing up, those are the bits that I'd be like, I want to go see the Sentinel Gate. I want to go see
Yeah.
the Reggio. Like not necessarily be in all those places, but trying to go and visit all those places would be good. And then if there's anything that then interests me, I know at least roughly where everything is, sort of thing.
Mm.
And eat all the food. That's a big goal. People have told me many good things about the food at Empire, so I'm gonna try all of them.
Really good. Yeah, really, really good. I do love the food there. It's always good. I recommend going to see Pete in the Brass Coast as well. His camp is
Pete with the
absolutely
famous beard.
Pete of Beard fame. Yes, that's the one. His camp is phenomenal, Pete is such a nice guy. He's so welcoming. Don't care if he's in chat. I have to start saying nice things about people on occasion sometimes. So, but yeah, really worth a visit. Definitely go and see Pete. Really friendly guy.
Yeah,
In character as well.
All the nations as well, because I really want to. The thing I'm looking forward to is I've always been a really big D&D player and other RPGs and stuff.
Yeah.
Standard BBC line. There are other RPGs out there, but that sort of thing. And I love the idea. Like I'm a big extrovert, and for my social battery, the idea of being in a field of 3,000 people playing D&D effectively is a big appeal.
Mm.
And I quite want to just wander around all of the nations and just bump into people and say hi. Not with any sort of like icy machinations, just because I think it'll be fun.
Mm.
Just meet people and stuff.
All wrong think. Apologies if I missed it because I'm late to the stream, but are you planning to do any fighting?
So I was originally. I've been having health issues, and so I've decided not to for at least my first event, just because I'd probably die. So I have weapons, so I'll be a very tooled up guy with no skills. But for now, I figured I'm not even going to bring my armor for the first event because it's just going to be heavy, and my health as it is right now wouldn't cope particularly well. But I have all my swords because I bought them all, so I may as well walk around with 2 swords and a dagger at all times because why not?
Makes sense.
So not at the current moment. It is something I want to do at some point. At the very least, I want to do some monstering. So I do have some of the scarves and stuff to do monstering, and I've got some brown base kit. Again, probably won't bring that for the first event because I don't want to fight for the first event. But if I get healthy enough to at least cope monstering, particularly as I wouldn't necessarily have to wear all my armor and stuff. For that, I could be a lightly armored skirmisher sort of thing and just run around.
Yeah.
So that might be a nice way of getting into it a little bit, and it's less bad if I'm having issues keeping going and then get killed a bunch. I'm an orc, so I just gave someone an epic murder. They did great.
Yeah.
But it's a bit harder with my character, and I'm physically OC, not able to function anymore.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the longer term plan.
Beware of the Reggio. Dirty magic users are found there. The Memorial Pub Crawl was disappointed to discover the Reggio was in fact not a bar.
She's just taken drinks with them. Made it a bar.
Dawn says go visit her.
We'll definitely come visit you, Dawn, I'm sure.
Yeah. What skills and game are you going for?
So I recently took the decision to de-skill, so I've set everything back to nothing. So I've got my full 8 points back.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I'd initially skilled everything up for fighting. So I'd taken hero points, cleave, extra hero points. I think stay with me.
Mm.
One where you can... No, which one is the one where you stand up again? I can't remember which one it was.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. That was it. That's what I did. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
But given I'm not going to be fighting, I wanted to reset that because I wanted to have the chance to do some apprenticing. Because I read... Someone said it on stream about the apprentice skill. I think it was on the healer's stream. When they were saying about how you can sort of IC apprentice and someone can help you use the skill. I thought that would be really fun for something like the priest game or the magic game. If if I end up chatting to people about that and found it interesting, being able to say, "Oh, I'm currently an apprentice," would be nice, because then I could be like, right, teach me some stuff or take me somewhere or whatever. Whereas if I'm already like maxed on my skills, I know PD let you then swap it, but it means I'd have to do that kind of OC and then come back in. So I thought it would be fun to be just apprentice. And as I'm not playing on fighting, I didn't need any skills right now. So I still have hard skills. If someone drew a weapon on me, I can still draw my weapon and whack them. But
I
don't
think
need any of the special things for that.
I think my plan now is if someone draws a weapon on me, I'm just going to take my trousers off, just to see what the reaction is. Mainly be laughter. Let's face it. Mark says monstering is so much fun, but because you're planning on doing that, aren't you? Anyway,
that's the plan. It won't be this event because of health, but once I'm healthy enough, the first thing I want to do fighting wise is monster. And because I just think it's a nice. I like the idea of it being all the fighting, but without the risk when I'm not feeling well. So that if I do have an issue on the field, I'm middle of the battle, and I collapse or something, or I'm struggling to keep going, and people are just landing hits on me, it doesn't matter because I'm an NPC effectively. I'm a monster, and I can just respawn or come off if I need to. And I know there are considerations for OC medical stuff, but I think if I feel fit enough to do some fighting, I'll go and monster first, and keep up Dawn's big credit for being the best at doing monstering. You see, so
are they the best for it? Are they?
That's what Matt did a post and he tagged. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dawn and Wintermark who are like the best at make sure they do the monster slots.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a whole post. Someone in chat will probably know it and correct all the things. I remember Dawn being called out as being good at doing monstering. So.
Well, that's good. At least people are doing it, because there's a lot of people who don't turn up to do the monstering when they should. Dawn and Highguard, was it?
Or either two. It was us and someone else. I remember all the Dawnish were chatting about it on the Dawn group.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people who don't turn up to monster, and because they get too drunk Saturday night. Basically, that's the problem, and then they just don't bother turning up. Wintermark were on the shit list. So, I mean, I can't really say anything because I just wasn't there to even monster. So, but I think this time I don't think I'm fighting this event. So, I'm going to go completely non-com for a little bit. Obviously,
do you think you'll monster with that, or just completely non-fight?
Completely non-fight. I can't risk it. Admittedly, we should have been counted as Wintermark, but I've put the query in to confirm that. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of the mercenary groups will be counted as League, even though they are technically Wintermark. So, yeah, but okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm quite intrigued to see what Empire or Anvil looks like when everyone's fighting. Yeah, that like 2-3 hours when it's like half empty. So that could be quite fun to like go around when it's quiet.
It's busy. Busy.
Well, yeah, but like there's a good chunk of players missing effectively. So I think it'll be interesting to be able to run around then when people aren't around, sort of thing.
Yeah, I found that when everybody's off having a scrap, all of these players suddenly come out of the woodwork, and they're all off. They take over. So it's essentially all of the non-com lot now rule the roost. And it's probably a great time for a shower, that one. Yeah. I think as it's an OC function, that your actual nation that matters, not the actual battle you fought. Don't quote me. Can you just sign up just to monster and events and monster both battles instead of your character taking the field? Yes, you can. So you can just turn up monster and then monster. I have turned up to, when I was Mac beforehand, I had no interest in fighting in the battles. I just monstered both, and I did all the skirmishes I could, because the skirmishes were how you make your name, really, for a lot of characters. So I think one event I did 17 skirmishes, and I was absolutely exhausted at the end of it, and I monstered both battles, and I was just dead on my feet. But it was great fun. So yeah, you can definitely fight. You can do monster both, and if that's your preference, then go for it. Go for it, because if your character just isn't frontline, isn't is choosing not to go to the battle, but you still want to have a scrap as you yourself, go off and have a... Yeah, go off and get involved. Aim for your friends.
Yeah, fighting your own nation. I was just thinking, like, you're in the battle line, you see people from your own house opposite you, you're like, it's going to get spicy.
Yeah, I might monster both battles this event coming, purely because I know that I can then beat up my mates in Navarre, and then I can come in and absolutely gun for Hurst Hall. I know I will absolutely, brutal.
A lone orc running ahead by himself on the battlefield, and you'd be like,
well,
Steve.
I like to give people like a good fight as well. So if I see people who I know who are maybe not having a great event or something like that, I have gone running into Bitter Much. Fuck off, Mark. So I have gone and found that person in a battle, and I have gone and charged up to fight them and let them kill me. Because they're sort of like, they've gone and fought someone one-on-one and they battered someone. And you take an absolute kicking, and it's great fun to do. You just do that a little bit extra. But then it's like with the other side of things, it's like, because when I fight, I've done that for Smith once, because he was having a bit of a crap event. And I came out and challenged him to a one-on-one fight. And he battered me. So he was there sword and board, and there was just me with my ambi, and I was just constantly aiming for his shield. For those who want to fight Smith, if he's fighting with his spear, he gets too carried away and he charges in. Aim low. If he's fighting with his sword and shield, he gets too carried away and charges in. Aim low. And he'll die. Just saying.
All the secrets come out.
Yeah. So there's loads of stuff like that. So honestly, that sounds awesome in a twisted way. Yeah, it's a great way to get involved. I'd like to get involved with low to mid combat skirmishes. Yeah, they are. I mean, the skirmishes are good. They declare beforehand what's a low combat or a mid combat one. But to be honest, mate, if you want to go on a skirmish and it's a mid combat one, I'll come in with you. Anything under 6 foot is low for Smith. This is true. You can't find his penis because he's got pretty much an innie. He's not coming to the wedding anymore. So if you want to go off and do a skirmish and it's a low or mid and stuff like that, not sure how that was relevant. I just wanted to take the piss. Give us a shout, because I'll come on and I'll come and fight, and I'll be your bodyguard for a skirmish and that's so. That'd be amazing, Steve. I'll keep an eye out for the skirmishes this next event. Yeah, just give us a shout. I need to sandal my armour down and then hammerite it again to get rid of all the red off of it. So it's just gonna be plain black again. Because I don't have leather armour. I don't have anything. I've only got plate because that's what I always wear.
You don't fancy spending like 300 quid on Thursday buying a whole suit of leather armour or something?
No. I'd rather spend 400 quid on 2 people getting fully kitted out for an event. See what I did there?
Yeah. What about the advertising?
I'm leaning into the idea of just monstering a battle than doing skirmishes, since it would take the pressure off health, but still lets me have fun with that stuff. Do it, Circuit. Do it. You'd absolutely love the skirmishes. There should be people in each nation who like arrange all the skirmishes and keep an eye on it all. So it's all worth doing. Steve Armour donation go? No, I'm not interested in leather armour. I need plate. That's all I want to wear. Unfortunately. So I'll have spare rascals in hand if you want more backup on one. Pay you back for those compliments. Yeah, so the Crimson Reapers are going to be fighting with us anyway. Well, with Wintermark and Hurst Hall, so I'm sure that people can come along. But yeah. So would you do any skirmishes then, Ben?
Probably not the first event, because I think, well, I say that. If someone was running a no combat skirmish, like one of the diplomatic ones, I might go on that. If I got wind of one of those, but I don't really want to need to wear my armour for the first event. because I'm a bit worried about the weight and my lungs and stuff. So I've decided just not to bring it, because if it's there, either I feel guilty and go, "Oh, I should put this on," or I'll put it on feeling all going gung ho, and then I'll collapse from heat exhaustion in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to leave it behind deliberately this time. I'll probably have my Gambeson with me just in case the evenings get cold, because that's nice and padded and warm. Odds of the evenings getting cold are slim if it keeps up like this, but you never know.
Yeah. I'd recommend having like a cloak or your cape or something like that. Because obviously, wherever I am, I'm going to have my fire pit with me as well. So even if the fire pit just becomes a source of light in the end. I just went on skirmishes with 0 armor, which maybe wasn't smart. A lot of people do. There have been, definitely a good move to avoid collapsing. I know quite a few people who do skirmishes and they, without any armor and stuff like that. It's just an excuse to run around, but they are super fit. So it's like, you wouldn't catch me doing it. That's why I wear plate, so I've got all the hits in the world.
It's the speed thing. I think if I was fitter and I could just run away, it'd be fine. But like all the sword fighting I've done over the years has been being a solid object and deflecting and blocking and attacking back. And the problem I have right now, without getting into anything weirdly medical, is if I get a hit on my upper chest or throat, I'm in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Because everything would just collapse down and I wouldn't be in a good place. And that could be through armor, because I did some tests and getting hit up here, even through padding, was painful. And so I just don't want to risk that. But I'm hoping if things improve health-wise, then maybe by E4 or one of the events next year, that could work.
I think the best thing for you then is if anybody even starts a fight with you, you're going to have to say, you put your hand up and say, "I'm non-com," and then you just go down. Yeah. Because if someone twats you in the chest, you've got to be safe.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things. I'll be armed for the look more than anything else. And certainly because I know someone had said on one of the. I don't know what's happening, because I can't see what's going on in chat.
It's just Matt, you have a fire pit wherever you are. Cuts to Steve in God with a fire pit. Steve at weapons check with a fire pit. Steve in a Portaloo with a fire pit. It's gonna happen, Matt. It has to happen now. I'm gonna go to Moot, and I'm gonna go and sit down and put my fire pit in front of me, and I'm gonna light it up, and I'm gonna sit there with a fire pit going. I'm gonna start putting sausages on at Moot just to see what happens.
You'll probably just have a queue. Then they'll be talking stuff, and you'll have a queue of people waiting for sausages.
I'll tell everyone to keep it down. I'm cooking. Day temps are looking to be 24 degrees currently. If there's no cloud cover, it'll be cooler at night.
Not too bad. Still warm, but not 40 like it is at the moment.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. Plenty of fun to be had without getting whacked. I've never been on one yet. Battled and monstered. Now I feel like I'm missing out. Skirmishes are really good fun for getting involved in random pieces of plot that are going on. It's a good way of finding out about the beginning of something, the middle of something, or the end of something. And it's a lot of fun. I know that my skirmish with my first character is the record for the quickest skirmish in PD history. So, and that was rescuing hostages, and I came out like 20 thrones richer from that one as well. We walked in, it's like, "Oh, is that they're the hostages?" Yep. All right, kill them all. Killed everyone, got the hostages and left. And they're like, "This is a 45-minute skirmish," and we marched back out like 3 minutes later. It was great.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was great fun. Hexburner counts as a 5-bit, doesn't it? It fits in your kidney pouch too. Yeah. And this is how Wintermark became 3 separate nations. Yeah. We bought a bench last time to Moot. Is this the start of a war? Yes. Maybe E4, then 20 plus degrees and a gimp mask is enough for me. Yeah, you'll need to look after yourself, Mark. You really, really will. Take it
It's
easy.
50 and
Plenty
all.
of water. So much water. Bring a paddling pool and just stick your face in it. Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be so good, wouldn't it?
I think for me, because someone had said about people sometimes did like weapon training around the glory square and stuff. So I think if someone was doing that and it was like an icy weapon pulling and a bit of practice, I'd probably do that a little bit just for fun. Because if it's IC practice, you can say to people like, "Please don't hit my chest hard," and
Yeah.
because it isn't a proper fight; it's a bit of training sort of thing. So I'd probably do that if someone wanted to, but that's it really.
Being
I think that's
hydrates,
my
right?
main. I think that's my main worry though, is that when I designed everything way back when, I had a very clear like, I want to fight. I'm gonna have a big shield, big sword, all the combat skills, all of that. And now I kind of don't know,
Yeah.
and so it feels a bit weird to kind of be going in without a massive plan,
Hmm.
just to kind of, and some of it as well is some of my focus is on who needs to find somewhere to settle and happy knitting. So I need to get her settled, but then it's kind of like once she's settled, she'll be quite happy knitting.
I mean, there's going to be so many people there. I mean, everyone in the Hefty fam will be more than happy to have a knitting M there and ply her with sweets. Really, let's face it. So
Yeah.
I think
I think she's got
everybody will be happy to help out. I know
I think she got a
Hurstal.
few commissions to deliver. There was one Dornish one with, I think, an alicorn she's made.
Mm,
There was a dodo for Panda, and I think it was Owl who won the bees in one of the competitions, so she knitted a bunch of bees.
yeah,
So she's got a few of those to deliver, and then like 150 roses or something stupid.
Jesus. You have the right attitude in wanting to apprentice different stuff and finding the right thing for you. Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. But I think with regards to I think there'll be a lot of people around who will say, yes, you can just come and sit with us and chill. So I mean, just put a thing out in the Discord really, and just say, is everybody going to be happy for us to come and say hi, and M can come and sit down. I mean, Hurstal, I know. I mean, Smith is very, very hospitable and welcoming. So the 7 meter bell tent is going to be there, probably with all 4 doors open as well, and it would be a nice breeze going in and out, and it'll be cover from the sun as well. So
Yes, we are going to have to stock up on sun cream before we go.
yeah. I mean, I'm going to wear it like a hat. I'm going to have so much sun cream on my head because I remember one event where I got really badly burnt and I had all the face paint on, and I had lines and everything. That wasn't good. I've just had a thought. If I get offered this job on Friday and they say, do you want to start on Monday? I'm going to say, yeah, I can start on Monday, but I'm on holiday from Wednesday until Tuesday.
It happens though. I had someone join my place that was in for like 3 days and then off for 2 days because it was pre-booked holiday. So it's what happens. You just say you've booked a holiday already.
Oh, I'm gonna say I've booked off holiday next year as well, so I'm guaranteed holiday next year as well.
Good.
Yeah, Bowenbrough has got a canopy, so James has gone out and got a canopy for Bowenbrough as well. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of options for you, that's for sure. So
I have a feeling Emily's going to become accidentally wealthy because
it's not going to be accidentally at all. She knows 100, but she knows what she's doing. She knows.
This is part of how I got into Empire. She was like, "Well, what do I have to do?" I was like, "Well, you like knitting. You could just knit in character." She's like, "I can just sit there and knit all weekend." And we're like, "Yes." Like, cool, sold.
Yeah, I think I think you're both gonna have the time of your life. I really do. I think you'll both really enjoy it. It may not be the big high octane events that get talked about on stream and stuff like that. I think it'll probably be nice chilled out events for you, but they are some of the best. Knitted Valorn. That'd be cool.
I'm not sure what a lawn is, but
So yeah,
She
these
knit.
essentially plant woolorn, if you will. Valworm?
are we
Valworm.
talking like an Iron Groot situation?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that wouldn't. I don't think it'd be hard for her to knit. I mean, Bob was a challenge because he's got tiny toes. but
Yeah. Oh, Bob's
she's
on
done
the
a war
sofa.
rhino. She's done roses. She's done animals.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, evil Groot.
If you have coins, she has knitting.
Oh, dear. If you have coin, Khajiit has wares.
Indeed. Although she is doing prosperity pricing, so she doesn't have to barter or bargain with people, because she was like, I don't want to negotiate. And then someone on stream mentioned prosperity pricing, and she was like, oh, that. I'm doing that. So I don't have to ever discuss pricing with anyone.
Yeah. Not so much Plants vs. Zombies as Plants Love Zombies. That's pretty much it. So, think of like, I suppose you could do like the Demigorgon from Stranger Things and put some flowers all over it. That would be a pretty good Valorn, I think. Wool for the Wool Goddess. Oh, a little dag. Yeah. See, I've got. I have to. When with everything that went on, M knitted a little Mac. Because I commissioned a war rhino, a knitted war rhino. So I've got a nice war rhino coming, and now I've got a little Mac that can sit on top of it as well.
Mini Mac.
A little mini Mac, yeah.
With a mini party potato.
With a mini, yes, this is true, and a hammer as well. Woolen horses could sell well, but just add random mistakes. Oh, that'd be so good. Yeah, this is a horse, but with the neck of a giraffe. This is a horse with 5 legs. Do with that one what you will.
Which houses? That's a horse with horn and wings.
Hmm. See, stuff like that. That would be great fun. I'd really enjoy that. So,
Yeah.
so what are you most looking forward to then? So, I mean, you've got what I don't even what day. It's Monday today, isn't it? Of course, it's Monday. I'm streaming.
So like a week basically.
So yeah, you've got like a week and a half. And now, what are you most looking forward to doing when you're there?
I mean, is it in politics to just say not be at work for a few days?
No, I think a lot of people feel the same.
Have a few days off. Like,
I think a lot of people in chat will be in agreement with you on that one. Horses shoot lightning, right? Horses were blue, right? You can be Mark's conscience. I think
he's referring to Mini Mac being his conscience.
Oh no, he wants a little Dag. Because Dag is his orc's character's name. So
Sorry, missed that one.
yeah. So yeah, a bold sell that. Yeah. Yeah. So apart from being out of work, away from work for a few days, what are you looking forward to doing the most?
Yeah, I think it's hard because a lot of things I had thought about doing, I'm not going to be doing now. I think I'm quite extrovert. Well, I'm very extrovert. I like to take 100% on extrovert tests. And I just think my idea of a fun time is meeting 1,000 new people and forgetting all of their names because I'm useless at names. But, just the idea of just wandering around as not quite, but a knight in shining armor and just meeting all these people and hearing crazy shit and having no idea what half it means and going, cool, what's that? And then running off after something. I think for me that would be quite fun just to kind of immerse myself because I've done bits of. I've done work-related roleplay before where you do like, proper scenarios and be the customer. I've done all that. I've done D&D and stuff.
Mm.
I think just the idea of just playing, almost like the amateur acting thing of like just play a character for a few days, but effectively 24/7. I think I'll enjoy that part of it. And I think some of it is the costume, weirdly, because I've tried on the costume a few times, is I like the way that feels just being so different, because it isn't, jeans and a t-shirt or a suit. It's, long trousers and a medieval shirt, and I've got a houplanard, the thing with buttons down the front. I don't know what they're called. I've got those. And pouches and stuff. And I just think that will feel quite cool, just to get up in the morning and getting dressed up as the character.
Yeah.
Especially having been there Thursday and like just obviously being in jeans and stuff on Thursday, getting things sorted out. I think that Friday morning and being like, and it's not check time until like 7, but I have a feeling I'll get excited and get dressed at some point mid-morning on Friday and be like, right, I'm ready. The other really weird thing, which is a personal thing, is the money. So I have a thing for handling coin.
Right.
Like, whenever we run like clubs or whatever, and someone has to do the money,
Mm.
I'll always sit and count all the money. I just love like little packs of coins and handling money. I've like backed Kickstarters for when they do like fantasy coins for no real reason. I don't really need them, but I
Yeah.
like the feel of that like metal money thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And I just think it'd be quite fun just to have it mean something, because it is effectively like real currency. Like when you go on holiday and something, it's different money, and you get to figure out what the crap that
Yeah.
coin means. It's a weird thing, but I think I'll quite enjoy doing that and like getting a feel for, the money sort of thing. So, and that sort of thing. So yeah, weird stuff, because a lot of the stuff I had planned for had kind of gone away. But yeah, I guess that's it for the moment.
Mm.
And then see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, people are saying that it's yeah, getting into your kit for the first time is a big thing. I think that's going to be what I've got coming, because I don't know what I'm playing. I mean, I'm in a real um I mean, like for me, I'm either going to League, I'm staying in Wintermark, or I'm going to Varushka or Navarre. I mean, Wintermark and Navarre kind of hand in hand. But trying something on for when you get that new character, it's like that new character smell. So when you put it all on for the first time, when you're in the field and you get it all on and you're walking around, all I'll say is don't put it on Thursday. Don't be one of those.
No.
They're everywhere, and you see, yeah, just on the Friday, that's when you start slowly getting your kit on, really, and stuff like that, and then you start to get into the spirit of it all, because you see everybody then starting walking around in their kit, and then everybody starts to. You see people start to. I suppose there's like a collective worrying going on in that field as well, but it's in a positive way. So you've got everybody rushing to put their kit on, their faces on, or whatever, and then they're all going from there. So it's great. Well, I'm looking forward to trying it all on, seeing what kit I have for the first time, and it's quite lucky really, because I'll come up with the same name across 3 nations, which is which is quite fun.
Yeah, we've been talking about next.
Thanks for subbing, Talis. This is your fault. Yep, I appreciate that. I can get behind that. Thank you. And I have to say as well, this is the first time I have ever seen all of my mods on at the same time. It's never happened. But yeah, everyone's agreeing with you about the money and stuff. Before I forget, if you do pick the relevant character idea, there's some spare red and black base layers I could set aside. Don't tempt me, Frodo. But no, that is a high possibility on that one.
Yeah, I think with the money, it's something they could have cheaped out on and used like lammies or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you could have a 5 coin lammy and a 10 coin. I think it being actual physical thing is really cool, and I think it makes it a bit different from other things.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoy getting the fizz reps. So I've got some like crystals, literally I bought from like a crystal healing shop because they're cheap.
Yeah.
So I can send in all the link if you're struggling to find crystals. And I'm an absolute magpie. I couldn't decide, so I got some that were like tumblestones that are shiny, and some that are rough hewn because I couldn't pick. So I just bought a bunch of both. I've ordered some loose leaf peppermint tea to go in some Hessian bags for herbs.
Nice.
Because I've taken a military unit, so I could get anything in my pack on the first event. So I'd have to have biz reps for the whole lot.
Hmm.
And then obviously you get the money, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, I think for me it's just the immersion. That's what I want to do. I just want to be wandering around in character and just do like pointless things, like get a cup of tea or go and introduce myself to the egregore, or go and find a different nation. Like wonder where Urizen is and go and find them. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully I'll find something that interests me beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, Talus has come up with a good point there. The consistency and guidance for mana fizz reps is terrible. It truly is. Across the board, nothing's the same.
Yeah, someone told me to go for crystals, so I bought a bunch of crystals.
Yeah, it does make sense. It's yeah, I mean, as long as you've got a lot of stuff going that makes you comfortable and confident in what you're doing. I know you'll be confident in what you're doing anyway. That's not an issue. I think a good thing to do would be to go off and have a chat with the egregores after they've done whatever it is Dawn do at the beginning of an event. I was going to say a circle jerk, but who knows what Dawn get up to at the beginning. So,
yeah, that's the problem. When you say things like that, I can't tell if you mean the Nation of Dawn or just Dawn personally.
oh, Black Shield Forgers continuing the gift sub. Oh, thank you. A glory jerk. Yeah. Hey Liam, how you doing? I got given mana as 2 small black pebbles by that Naga. Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I got confused originally because when I first read it way back when, I thought when you gave someone mana, you had to give your fizz reps over to them.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to get expensive for play a wizard. I didn't get you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I feel step 1 is better guidance from PD. Should the mana for a 120 mag ritual be a money pouch, a belt pouch, or a large sack? Yeah, I think instead of having like a wedge of cards, if you've got 120, if you need loads of those things, then I think it should be, yeah, have a nice big sack that you can just
shovel the.
Yeah, just pour
I would gladly, if I became a wizard, that could be my goal. Is that any spare cash I get every month, just buy more crystals, and just turn up with a massive sack and be like, "Mana, anyone?"
Well, yeah. I just buy the 50p plastic crystals off of Honest Gyms if they ever turn up in my pack and give them over with the card. Yeah, there's a lot of people who give stuff away when they give away their herbs and their mana and stuff like that. Some very generous people out there. Most majors seem to carry hundreds of mana in a belt pouch. Yeah, I think PD, if they could give over an idea of it, because if you're going into, I did a skirmish where we were there to collect, I think it was 15 wains of mithril, and they literally had like these ammo boxes, so they were quite chunky. They were wooden. And they were full of bricks, and it was and each one was 1 Wayne, and they were huge, and that was just they really fizz repped it all, and so we were walking around. We killed off, I think it was the Grendel, so we killed them off, and then people were going around, and people were 2 and picking them all up and stuff like that, and then you get, there was a guy in the Navarre who's not a small chap. And he was there, and he had 3 loaded on top of each other, and was just slowly just marching out of the field. And you can see the rest going, no, but you.
Yeah, hard skills for the win there.
Yeah, not saying anything. I mean, I thought I was doing well with 2, and just just a gentle jog. But those sorts of things are brilliant when they do that.
With your weightlifting stuff, you'll get to the point where the carry someone is put 2 hands on them and walk them. You'll go up to someone and be like, "Do you mind if I physically carry you?" and just hoik them on your shoulder and just run down the field.
You can do that already. I have said to people before, it's I put my weapons away, and it's are you okay if I carry you? We had one skirmish where there was basically all the Valorn were T-Rexes, and when they looked at you, you stopped, they would just walk away, and that so.
They also have tiny arms.
No, they didn't, unfortunately. But we, so I went in, and it was me and all of the people who had been downed in this fight. So I was literally walking back in, and I was going to the nearest person, and I was picking them up, and I was walking back to the gate, lying them on the gate and rolling them through. And then I was coming back in, and I was doing that, and I got to the point where they'd sort of cottoned on to what I was doing, and the players who were monstering that fight had decided that enough was enough. Because I've been going at it for like 20 minutes now, and there was like another 20 people left just lying there. And I turned around, and there was like 8 of them just stood there staring at me. And I was just like, I'm not getting back onto this field, am I? I just stood still, and they didn't do anything. And if I looked like I was going anywhere, they'd come forward. So the only way for me to go was to take a step back, which was back through the gate. That was all I could do. It was great fun. I love those sorts of things. But yeah, being able to, you always ask permission to pick people up and stuff, or drag them.
So with your weightlifting, you always end up with like one person on each shoulder and just sprinting down the field. Yeah.
Weightings are explicitly not to appear on the field though. That's around a ton each, so the paper is the phys rep. Yeah, we this is what they had. And we weren't allowed to bring it through the gate. We were literally bringing it back as if to a supply thing before the gate, and they all got stored there. So that's what it does. So whether it was a Wayne or whatever it was, but it was bloody heavy. But this is back to like year 2. This is back quite a way. I remember PD using the wooden boxes. They store in tents. Phys reps, Mithril before now. Took about 8 people to move each one. Yeah, there's been so many different ways of doing it. I've seen the big boxes out there. I've seen other little boxes. The whole thing's been bizarre. I've literally seen a pillowcase that has been full. That's been full of thrones, and that's had a ref stood very just specifically staring at it. So when it got picked up by the player, they followed that player around with it, and they were saying, "We know how much is in there. Do not take any." And that was it. It was great. It was great fun to watch. Heard you might be coming to Varushka, mate. Became adjutant of the Iron Helms at E2. So if you're keen for some military game, then we can chat. Oh, that's all I'm going to do as my next character. Wherever I go, I just want to do military game. So I might take you up on that. Definitely. But yeah, I'll have to see. I haven't set my mind up on anything yet. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd quite like to also get some way towards meeting some sort of weird thing like an Eternals Herald or something. Because I've not read any of that part of the wiki at all. Just haven't got to that stage. And I think it would be quite fun to come in with a character who honestly doesn't know about that stuff. Like, I have a vague notion of Eternals of these like mystically, magically things.
Yeah.
But it didn't like rear you off which is which or anything. And just go in it like that in character and just find out what goes down.
Yeah.
I think that could be quite fun to just sort of almost backwards stumble in some of that stuff.
The new Herald of Agrement. We need to fucking leave Agrement alone. I can't stand that stuff. That's all I hear about at the moment is Agrement. It's like, no, shut up. Reading the wiki is a bit overrated. Also, mostly impossible. Yeah, it's huge. It's read what you need to know and then learn the rest in field. Come talk to me for Magic. I like teaching new folks about stuff. So yeah, go find Chris in the Navarre and he'll talk your ear off. If you hear the Reaper approaches, run. No, talk to the. It's not going to be until E2. E1 rather. But yeah, go and chat to the Reaper. Reaper's great.
I have been trying to stay out of the wiki of other nations as well. Like, I read a little bit, and I watched the stream stuff, so I read a little bit enough to know, like, I could spot a high guard at 10 paces sort of thing.
Easy.
But I couldn't tell you much about high guard other than they ate all the horses. So I've kind of tried to keep myself in the Dawn pages and the general game pages. On the betas of I quite like to go, like with Wintermark, I know there's 3 nations because everyone yells it. Couldn't tell you much about the 3. But I'd love to go to Wintermark and ask questions. And be like, Tell me what the three nations are and why are they not just one nation? What are you doing, guys?
Well, to be honest, I don't think Wintermark could tell you much about their three nations either, from experience on that one. Highguard, if it looks like it could be Kyle, run. Yeah, no one cares about Highguard. If you see Kyle, always talk to Kyle. He's doing so well for himself in
People say
character.
I don't know who people are in real life. I just have their Discord names. So unless you're wearing a "Hello, my Discord name is" on Thursday,
This is
find
true.
me. You've all seen my face, you see. So come find me and be like, "Hi," because I will talk to everyone at great length. You'll definitely regret it. I'll just keep talking to you until you have to leave.
Spot a Highguard. Just look for the visible aura of smug arrogance, says a member of Highguard. Highguard. Sorry, go on.
Highguard just dawn with colour blindness.
Yeah. Highguard, the only nation intentionally left off the Mac Memorial pub crawl. Excellent. Highguard are the ones that look permanently disappointed in your life choices. Do I need to dig out my old badge with my username and avatar on it? Probably. So there's I would recommend going to visit every single nation, because why not? At the end of the day, I think it'll be a great time. It'll be a good fun for you to talk to everybody, and wherever Emma's set up as well, I'm sure she'll get a lot of people coming and talking to her as well.
Yeah, well, that's what I think. She does have a sort of a bit of an OCIC goal at some point. Probably not the first event, but at some point in her time at Empire.
Yeah.
Is in real life, she's deathly scared of masks. Like, hates clown masks, Halloween masks, anything like that. And one of her things at some point is to become brave enough to actually go and visit the Orc camp, which is like 100 people, all wearing the thing she hates.
Yeah. So
you could say, like, it would be okay IC, because IC, you can just be scared of orcs, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, your family could have been attacked by orcs, and as far as you're concerned, all orcs are orcs, and that you can have that as an IC opinion. But yeah, that's her like goal, is to build up bravery enough to go and see some orcs without freaking out.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, or slowly, is it just full face masks, or is it just masks on the eyes?
She's not a fan of eye masks, but they don't like make her screech.
Okay.
So like, I've got one for doing like a Dread Pirate Roberts cosplay, and she's okay with that. Not a fan, but okay. But yeah, full face masks. Like, we had some kids turn up at Halloween the other day with like 6 screen masks was their group costume, and she was like, "Nope, not dealing with this. You can come deal with the door."
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, "Hang on a sec, kids."
Yeah, I used to love Halloween. Do you remember that craze when everyone was wearing clown masks and walking around, and there's lots of assaults going on, and all of that, and that did my nut in, because I remember walking along and some kid came and jumped out. I was walking along with an ex, and literally just walking on the road, and this kid came and jumped out wearing a clown mask and stuff like that. I didn't know if it was a real knife or a fake knife. He got punched in the face. I didn't care. I lamped him. So he was, well, I say he wasn't a kid. He was a young adult. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he deserved the smack he got, to be honest. The little shit. So, but there was loads of it going around, and assaults and stuff like that. So it was a bit of a bell end. Speaking of orcs, did you see there will be another couple of Grendel ambassadors to assault coming to E3? Wow. If my
You talk about fight, so you know.
yeah,
There were worse.
could throw a character away and just go and kill them, I guess. But bad Pete, bad naughty evil Pete. But yeah, so that's Are you? What about Thursday? What's your plan for Thursday night then? When you're
The tent up and then see. So we've only put the tent up as a test a couple of times. So confidently getting the tent up. But our goal is to get there for like basically as soon as gate open on Thursday. So we're taking the whole day Thursday off. So we're going to get up in the morning, sort out packing the car. Our plan is this weekend to do a test car pack and make sure everything fits.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because then we've got a Fiesta, which is like a TARDIS boot. But I think what we may need to switch is we've got a lot of stuff in the loft in reusable boxes at the moment, like pouches and stuff, and I think they'll have to go into bags to go in the car rather than the boxes. But yeah, we'll need to test that. And then, yeah, I don't really know that. Probably what we'd like to do is orientate ourselves a bit on Thursday. So I know not all the tents will be there, but enough of the nation should be there that we can go, right, okay, so from where we're camping OC, that's Dawn, that's Wintermark, that's Bars Coast, like work our way along. And then probably do some shopping.
Yeah.
Look at all the traders. Spend too
Sounds
much money.
good. Yeah, I think there'll probably be about 60% of the field, 60-70% of the field will be there on Thursday.
Yeah, probably figure out where stuff is, even if not every tent is there. I'll be able to find them.
Yeah, I know that me, because Lily breaks up for school this week, so
convenient.
Yeah, I know that me, Helen, and Lily will be there for as soon as the gate opens, and then we'll be set up, which will be good, and then yeah, so I'll be helping out because obviously with Helen and Lily are both in a Hurst Hall, so the tent will go there and all of that, and I'll be doing whatever I'm doing, but that will be like where I'll be based really, and I'll either be travelling over to another nation or I'll be staying put. I haven't decided yet. Dan, James and Ryan will be there as the gate opens as well, so there'll be lots of stuff.
They're on depending on traffic and stuff, but that's what we're aiming at. I think people said it was like 1, so we're aiming between 1 and 2 depending on traffic. And
it'll
got
be
our new tickets went out, so
it'll be good. OC wise, there's a little group of us. Well, group like Dan, James, Ryan, Lily have their own little area set up in OC camping. So I'm sure that we can spread out a bit more, and you and M can go there as well. We probably won't put you next to Ryan. He rivals me when it comes to snoring.
Oh, I'm really bad. So
Oh, we might put you next to Ryan then.
Emily's used to it, and I'm bad, so then it's all fair.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The problem is I snore, and I'm also a really deep sleeper, so I will just go to sleep anywhere. Like, you could just stick me on the floor without a sleeping bag, and I'd be like, cool, night guys, and just fall asleep.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a nice laugh and all of that. So, I just have to point out as well, I've just realised my follower goal up here is wrong. I've got 825 followers. So I think this is broken.
Oh no.
So never mind. So, but feel free to come over with us. Mark, like Stu says, 4 of us already. Huh?
I'm above Scroll and Dagger.
Yes, you are above Scroll and Dagger. Yeah, that will be there for the rest of the month. And that, so if you find anybody if you know anybody who wants to advertise anything, I have this beneath me. That is open that's got space. And that, so I could put it on my forehead as well. I mean,
do a sticker.
It is big enough, but I think I've knocked my light over now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I need to get this all sorted because look, I look invisible now. It's all going tits up. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna call it there anyway because I can feel myself melting even more now. And to be honest, I'm amazed that we went for an hour and a quarter before I've gone. I'm sweating so badly right now. I know someone. Well, whatever people. I think I'm going to do advertising for prosperity prices. Pay me whatever you want. I don't care.
As long as it's not NordVPN or something, or like everyone advertises.
Is it Friday? Is Friday the games day? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to start at 9 o'clock. I'm going to get something put together tomorrow, and then if people can and then if people want to put it out in places, then that would be great. What else? Oh yeah, yeah. The Patreon has been advertised throughout. So the Patreon is a really good way of backing what we do here. So it's like £3 a month, something like that at the lowest. Or if you've got Amazon Prime, feel free to follow because it all goes towards helping everybody out. I'm going to try to do a makeover at E4. No guarantees on that one because it's my birthday as well, and I'd rather be celebrating for me and having some me time rather than working essentially. So I might do 2 a year. So I might look at doing E1 next year. So bar crawl, more than likely, Mark. So yeah, what else we got? So yeah, Patreon subbing is good. We have brand new Hefty Yeti t-shirts now as well, which are being advertised in the announcements thing. Picked by the Hefty fam. So 15 quid a pop. Hefty Yeti. Built by Socks. So pretty good. All sustainable as well. All environmentally friendly. It's all in the announcements tab in the Discord. So feel free to join and stuff. If you're brand new and you're not coming till next year, because I think I can't remember her name, Amber, I think it was, in the Discord, who I was chatting away to. She tentatively holds one of my makeover spots for an event next year. And I'll see if I can find someone to be against me, because obviously we've got Andy from Armchair Armories coming along to go against me this time round. So let's see if I can make it 1-1 instead of 2-0. That won't be good. Yeah, so it should be good.
Do you know what you should do one time? You versus the mods.
Me versus the mods. That could be quite interesting. Yeah, that could be quite fun, actually. We'll have a look at it. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the t-shirt order form. So, yeah, she's all over it. Like a rash. Yeah, I'll be bringing the t-shirts to E3 if you need it, or E4 if you need it there, or I can deliver it, or you can post it. That's fine too. Still, doing God's work. Yeah. So I think to make sure I've got everything sorted in time, Wednesday or Thursday is going to be the cut-off for the t-shirts. So hopefully we can get a load more people doing it, and then that'd be great. Still. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Mr. Ben, for coming on and chilling, chatting, and all of that.
At some point, once I've survived E3, and we can tell you how it went.
Yes, that was going to be my next point, because obviously that will be your first event. Yay, Jazz! Thank you so much. I hope you're doing all right. Good night, everybody, and socks and all of that sort of stuff. Do we raid anybody? Ethan is streaming. So we haven't raided Ethan for a very, very long time. He is a lovely guy, very, very quiet, really nice player, really, really nice bloke. So we'll go and raid him. Go and pass on our love, be as wholesome as I know you all to be. And yeah, I will speak to you all very, very soon. Right, let's hope he's not just finishing his stream. Like, I think this is what happens most of the time, really. But yeah. Right. Bye.
Bye.